Hi everyone, I'm Anna-Marie from Anna-Marie Designs and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explore our brand new dye collection, the French Garden. I hope this project inspires you and gives you plenty of ideas to try in your own crafting. So this collection is truly stunning and versatile. So I hope you will really find it inspiring. But first things first. Okay, what do I have in front of me here? I have my DL size card. So I thought we're going to do a few of the smaller projects in this collection, simply because our French shutters are sort of nice and long and sleek. And I think that particular shape really goes well with the sort of portrait size cards. Okay, so this is my blank card and this is one of the colors from our stripe card collection. As you can see, I have this beautiful beigey color here, and of course I also have this window that I've die cut. And what did I use for that purpose? Now I've used one of the windows, the largest, the longest, from a collection from the set of French shutters, and this one literally will be going inside of this rectangle. So first things first, I'm going to apply the double-sided tape to the back and stick it down to my base card, and of course I'm going to rough up my sides, three sides a little bit with a pair of scissors as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is to bring my white window in the exact same space as the die cut one. Okay, and of course you can apply a glue here and there. I'm not going to go all over, just in main sort of thickest points, because that is simply enough. And the next thing that I'm going to do is curve my longest shutter, just literally more of a kind of dome sort of shape. You will see why in a moment. And we've got three little hinges here, so obviously we can use them as well. Now we can apply a glue obviously onto the tiny hinges if we wanted to, but don't forget you could also squeeze a little bit of the side to the shutter, and we're just going to apply some glue. So I'm just going to use PVA glue for the top two, the top one in the middle, and for my base one I'm just going to use hot glue gun. And I'm just literally going to attach to my window. So this little glue bubble won't matter at all. And next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you two sort of borders that I have from our previous collections. So this one is from our mesh flower collection, just a little bit of scallop, and it's lovely. It's going to actually work really well with the rest of my add-on elements. And this one is actually the one of the pom-pom borders as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to literally glue my pom-pom border onto my base card first, and then bring this one on top of my top of the border. Leave the glue to dry a little bit more, and then I'm going to just trim the end of the border. All right, so pretty much my base is done, and of course I've got loads of beautiful dies from a latest collection here. Okay, these are absolutely adorable. These are the sprig needles, and they are just so cute. Now, one of these will be going inside here, just behind my shutter. And that is why I was just like creating a little dimension there. Okay, so this is nice and long, and we're just going to pop it inside here. Right, don't worry about attaching it just yet. Okay, this will be absolutely fine. We always have this element here as well. And now this one is obviously a little bit more busy, because even though you're getting 4 different sprig needles, the sort of sizes of the sprigs and how tight and intricate they are obviously vary. So you're getting in effect 4 different effects, which are just great to use as your borders, wraparounds. Okay, you can decorate your jars with these beautifully and quite simply. Okay, so now they are fantastic. So as you could tell, I've squeezed the few of the leaves here and there. I'm just going to place this one just over here like so. Now, and at this point, if I wanted to, I could just bring a little glue dot here or there. Okay, so that's one here, and then we're just going to close this one and attach it just here. Lovely. Right, so let's work on our garden domes. Now I have these 2 beautiful garden domes, one in white, one in Bristol script, which actually beautifully matches my sort of stripy ivory beige cardstock. And what I will do, I will actually keep one flat, the one in white, and that one I also, as you can see, already curved a little bit. I will curve even more. So these end holes, these are great for you to attach your domes just with a little wire or anything like that. Now we can use little brads, and now show you this version with the brad. And I have really nice pearly one, and I'm only going to use for my outside hole. Okay. So let's put it back into position, and then we're just going to apply this end to this end with a little bit of glue. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so we have something like this. Great. We have the dimension, and now we can place it just like so in the middle of our window. I also going to go for a largest of the garden birds, and of course I will be placing him in the middle of my dome. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use a little bit of a brown colored ink pad. Okay, at this point I'm just going to literally, I know I can slide him inside of my dome, so I could do this now or I can do this in a moment. Right, so let's just place my dome first. So the dome is going to go first. And if we are quick enough, we can literally slide him in now. And now, hopefully the glue is still sort of hot. We can attach him there as well. And it is. That's lovely. So that's where we are right now. And now I'm just going to go for this lovely little sprig here. So we can always snip out a needle in half, any way you like. And then I'm just going to curve a little bit. And we're just going to place it just like so. Now, the great thing about the shutters is the fact that you could actually maneuver your twigs in and out of your shutter. So that's what I'm doing, securing it here for now. And next, what we're going to do is bring a little bit of our branches into the mix as well. So this is the largest one, and I think that will suffice. But you're getting 3 different sizes. My branches are done, and if we are quick enough at this point, we can add a little bit of natural fiber. So the next thing that I'm going to do is attach our front and back of the happy and birthday together, and then we're just going to use this lovely message. And what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to literally apply a couple of drops of hot glue gun to the legs of my happy, and we're just going to literally join these 2 panels together. Okay, so I've got something like this. Right, so this can wait, and now let's do 1 or 2 other things. With my little garden birds, we're also going to 3D their tummies a little bit. So I'm just going to do that with 2 of those. This is the smallest size of my birds, but don't forget you're getting 6 in total, in obviously 2 different styles and 3 different sizes. Okay, and now when my birds are done, all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of brown coloured ink just to highlight a detail or 2. I've got my birds done and ready. Okay, we're almost coming to an end. So now on to my beautiful flowers. Forget-me-not flowers. So I'm just going to ink up a little bit just to match my birds. But before I start applying my flowers, okay, I'm just going to add the message. And you see what I did here? I obviously joined them together in one place, but that way I'm giving myself a little bit of freedom to do and sort of layer the second part as and when I need it. So if I placed my main message here, this one could actually quite easily be covered and moved around just like so. All right, just like so. There you go. So this is where I want my message to go. So once I'm happy, we're just going to bring a little bit of glue to the mix, and that's lovely. So one place, this will definitely keep everything in place. And of course, I've got my bird, I have my dome, and now we're almost ready to finish everything off as well. Okay, so my flower is ready, and I'm just going to go simply with this beautiful place for my flower. There you go. Right, so my first flower is done. One other thing I'd like you to know that I will be introducing is a couple of leaves from a recent die collection. And this one is actually the stitched flower, because one of the smallest sizes, and I will be using this flower for my leaves. They are absolutely amazing. Okay, so I have this, and now let's just apply a couple of flowers in the color of your choice. All right, and now onto our beautiful birds. Somewhere that we're going to be placing them is definitely one just here. And one somewhere on my beautiful shutter. At this point, I'm just going to add a flower or two here. And I'm just going to add another beautiful flower just here. Right, the tail of my bird is going to be lifted. And now I'm going to use up the second end of my sprig needle, and I'm just going to place it inside of my flower. So at this point I have this beautiful sort of corner from my arrows, and it's just going here, almost there. And I'm now going to introduce the blue centers for my flowers. And voila, my creation is done. Well, I hope you enjoy this project and feel inspired to give it a try. And don't forget to like, subscribe and follow me for more creative inspirations. For now, thank you very much. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.